Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Whoa! Alright, the DuckTale Reviews has returned. DuckTales Review. It was so this episode had nothing to do with Donald, Scrooge, or the three boys. It was all just focused on Della. There was only one storyline, which means I didn't even need to write it down. So I don't know if I'm allowed to use any of the episode. However, without having to worry about that, I'm not going to play any clips from the movie, but I am going to show pictures from the movie. Okay? Arrives at the moon. Her helmet is cracked, which means she's running out of air to breathe, and so she needs to grab the oxygen, juicy stuff. It's black licorice, and she doesn't like black licorice, but she has to survive, right? Can't survive 6 years in outer space. Whatever. Anyway, she gets her foot stuck under the rocket, and it falls off, so she makes a robot leg, and, well, that's her robot leg. As you see, there's DuckTales. They're not saying DuckTales. They're not singing that at all. I'm trying to see if her boys can catch these videos. Hi, this is your mom. Yeah. Like a day. This is like one day after the crash, so yeah. Della just jumping back and forth. She can't reach the Earth. But all she's trying to do is fix her rocket so she can go back to Earth. She's trying to send help so that Scrooge and Donald can, go to the moon to save her. But if they don't go to the moon to save her, plan A is to try to get help, and that doesn't work. Plan B is to try to fix the rocket. That does not work. Plan C, she finds another way home, and it doesn't work. So she's out of hope here. So first it was one day after the crash, and then it was 1 month after the crash. Then it was 2 months after the crash. She's trying to fix the rocket, but she's failing at it. She's working. She used tools to get her name. She tried to send a message to see if they could see it. But unfortunately, the monster destroyed it. And well, they kept Della. There's another rocket ship going out to see if there's anyone on the moon. But there's no one there. They don't see Della, which is disappointing. It ends up being 1 year later, and it's her boy's birthday. 6 years later. Before we actually get to the 6 years later, right here. 1 year later, trying to celebrate their birthday. Happy birthday, boys. See that cake right there? And then you have, let's see. Trying to get back to Earth. She builds the rocket and she sets launch, but it ends up not working. So, there you go. There she is on the moon. 10 years later. This is 10 years later. This is like right before present time. Right now the boys are like 11, 12, 13 maybe. So we're catching up to what happened to Della Duck. This is 10 years later after the crash. There's her trying to get back home. There's the beast again. And this is when aliens come. But here, there's a better picture of her fighting the beast, right? And then she soon realizes that the beast is not actually an enemy. So she was just doing whatever it takes to be with her son again. So Della was just helping. And unfortunately, the baby didn't want to go, and she was crying, so she gave him the tooth, and it didn't help. She sang him a song. Didn't help. I'm not going to play it because of copyrights, but she sang a song that she used to sing to her boys before they hatched, And then unfortunately she went to outer space and they hatched, and now she misses them. Watching a mother and son reunited, and she ever wonders if she's going to be reunited with her family. And there's the aliens, becoming friends. And look, there's the monsters. They're no longer red enemies. They're friends with the aliens and humans. And then trusting Della. There's the broken ship. She won't get back home. This is a rock, but it turns out they're hiding secret gold. And she's like, I can rebuild my ship off of this, which she doesn't. There is this other alien girl who wants to just try to eliminate her and destroy her, and the other alien's like, no, we like this girl, But I think there is something off about them, because in the end, whoa, she sees gold. Okay. There he is, and there she is. Lucky he was around, otherwise she would probably kill Della by then. It's off, in some way. I didn't feel like anything was off. They did really good at just keeping it, oh, they're just friends, and then now you get off, in some way. I didn't feel like anything was off. They did really good at just keeping it, oh, they're just friends, and then now you get hints at the end of the episode. Ooh. And then this is where she spends the rest of her life, and it goes up to this present day. It doesn't show you it goes up this present day, but the boys are just still kids, so if they're even over 10, like 11, 12, or 13, she probably spent those 3 years just spending time with the aliens, which brought us back to the present. The only thing that doesn't make sense is that at the end of Season 2, Episode 6, sorry about Episode 7, lie, Episode 6, in Season 1 finale, she mentions that she's going to get back to her boys. So I don't think we have the whole story finished yet. So face, okay. And there's her watching. See? Or dangerous. She could be a friend or an enemy. Look how frowny he is. This is when I think he's probably a villain. Your back, Earther. Watch your back, Earther, it just said. Your back, Earther, because, well, that's the episode. Anyway, just subscribe. That's our DuckTales review. There will be one more video after this. I don't know what I'm doing, but whatever it is, go watch that. And then I'll see you next weekend. This video on the Brattlebins. Last time we reviewed DuckTales, it was the Greatest Actor 2020, but now it's the Brattlebins. It's the Brattlebins. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I forgot to use my lightning bolt. Too late. I don't want to make this video any longer. I don't want to make it 20 minutes, so let's keep it at 18 minutes by not showing the lightning bolt. I'm sorry, but Lightning Mills is out. So, enough with the Greatest Actor, right? And bye!